So hello everyone, it's Maureen Nightingale here again for our final yoga taster session of this wonderful initiative from Dublin City Council, Holding It Together Apart. So today for my last taster session, what I'd love to share with you is a very modified version of the sun salute again, because I can't see you and I need to know that you're practicing safely at home. Modified version of the sun salute together with some breathing techniques and some relaxation. So always the proviso that if you're going to take part in the practice, that you do everything at your own pace, that you make sure that you're feeling totally at ease and comfortable in your own body, in your own movement. Remember that you'll need your yoga mat. If you need a chair just to help you with balance, have it handy. Likewise, if you need a belt, have that handy too. But otherwise, if you're ready to start, we're going to come to standing. We'll do a little bit of warm up before we go into the modified version of sun salute, and then let's see how we go. So come up to your feet in whatever way is easiest for you. And let's just do a little bit of shaking out, which you're so familiar with now. And we'll do a little bit of hip swiveling. That's it, just to loosen up the hips, making sure that you're going in each direction a couple of times. That's it, and then we'll keep the knees slightly bent and we'll just swing the body round from side to side. Just breathing into one side and breathing out to the opposite side, if you can just synchronize your breathing with your movement. So then we'll just come to standing still. We'll stand tall, remembering our focus on alignment from shoulders to hips to knees to ankles, and then just making sure that the feet are firmly plugged into the floor. So let's just inhale and lift the arms up. Steady yourself and lift your right knee up towards your chest and hold your shin if you can. Release your foot back down. Let's inhale, lift the arms up once again. And as you exhale, bring up that left knee. Hold for a second, release. You might like to do that one more time to either side. And then when you have done that, just come back to standing still. Checking in again with the alignment from shoulders to knees to hips to ankles. So to do this modified version of sun salute, we're going to stand still with the hands together in what we call prayer position. We'll take good deep inhalation, lifting the arms up, taking a small back bend. And then on the exhale, we're going to come forward, bending the knees, taking the two hands down to the floor. And we're going to step back, but we're going to kneel that right knee down on the floor. Relax the back foot for the moment. Do the same with the left foot, left knee. So left knee to the floor. That's it. Flatten the palms. Tuck the toes under. And as you exhale, see if you can lift your knees off the floor and send your chest forward. On your exhale, release your knees, release your feet. Little tilt back of the hips. And then just coming forward and down onto your tummy, resting your forehead. So keeping the elbows in towards the body, we'll inhale, lift the chest, and then lift all the way up if you can. Back up onto the knees, tuck the toes under, lift the hips, up into the air as high as you can. You might need to adjust your feet a little bit. Good, and on your exhale, lower the knees back down, release the feet. And then as gently as you can, you're going to bring the right foot forward and then the left foot forward. And then keeping the knees bent, you're going to extend the arms forward and up. Again, a small back bend. Bring the hands together, back to where we started, and let's take a couple of breaths. So just to see it from a different angle, I'm going to come to the other end of the mat. And then we need to do it through to the other side. So you're going to be stepping back now in a moment with your left foot. So let's take the hands into the prayer position again. We'll take a normal breath first. We'll inhale and lift the arms up. And again, taking a small bend backwards. As you exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, hands to the floor, either side of your feet. We'll take a step back with the left foot, bringing the knee to the floor. We'll do the same with the right foot and knee. That's it, and then we'll tuck the toes under, lift the knees off the floor, take the body forward. On your exhale, lower the knees, release your feet, hips back a little bit, And then coming all the way forward and down onto your tummy. Elbows stay tucked in. As you inhale, lift the chest, lift the ribs, and lift further if you can. Shoulders down, tuck the toes under. Lift the knees and lift the hips right up into the air as high as possible. On your exhale, very gently now, lower the knees. Release the feet carefully, gently. Step forward with your left foot. And then tuck the toes of the back foot under so that you can lift the knee and step forward with your right foot. Good. Inhale, extend the arms out to the sides, lift all the way up. Small bend back, palms together, all the way down to your chest. Let's stand still. So while you stand still, I'd like you to take a couple of breaths while you stand still. We're going to do that sequence through once again to either side. This time without a break in the middle, we'll just follow it through one after the other. And then when we've done that, we'll come down to sitting to do a few twisting movements, some breathing, and most of all, some relaxation. So standing again at the front end of the mat, taking your hands together in front of your chest. Take a normal breath or two here. Let's inhale. Lift the arms up. Small bend backwards. As you exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees. Step back with right foot, right knee to the floor. Then step back with left foot, left knee to the floor. Tuck the toes under, flatten the hands. Lift the two knees. Chest forward. As you exhale, lower the knees. Release your feet. Send the belly, ribs, chest down onto the floor. Keep the elbows tucked in. Take a breath in, lift the ribs and chest. Tuck the toes back underneath, lift the hips. Right up into the air. And again, you might have to adjust your feet. On your next exhale, lower the knees. Release the toes. Step forward with your right foot. Good. Turn the toes of the back foot under. Step forward with your left foot. Keep the knees bent. Extend the arms out wide. Lift all the way up. Small bend back. Hands to the chest. Take a breath or two. Inhaling, lifting the arms, bend back. Exhaling, fold forward, bend your knees. Hands to the floor, as near to the floor as you can. Step back with the left foot. Bring the knee down onto the floor. Do the same with the right foot. Knee to the floor. That's it. Tuck the toes under now. Lift the two knees. Stretch the heels back and the chest forward. As you exhale, lower the knees. Release the feet and then bring the tummy, ribs, chest down onto the ground. Elbows stay tucked in. Inhale, lift the ribs and the chest. Lift a little higher if you can. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips up into the air as high as possible, allowing your head to hang down. Exhale, lower the knees, release the feet. Carefully now, step forward with the left foot. Perfect. Tuck the toes of the back foot underneath, lift the back knee. Exhale. Step forward with the right, knees bent. Extend the arms out wide, all the way up. Small bend back. Exhale. Palms together, all the way down to the chest. Stand still. Close your eyes. Take a few breaths. As you breathe, just wait. Give time for your breathing to return to what's normal for you. So breathing through your nose, in and out through your nose. Good. And then take your time, and in whatever way is easiest for you to come down onto the floor, can you come down into a sitting position? So when you sit down, I'm going to sit with my feet and legs crossed, and I'm going to sit up now as tall as I can. So I'm sitting sideways on, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So once you have the feet and the legs slightly crossed, they can be as near to your hips as you wish, or as far away from your hips as you wish. just to lower the knees down so that they're more or less in line with your hips as best as you can. So continuing to sit up as tall as possible, just place your left hand on your right knee and take your right hand behind your hips. On your exhale, moving from the base of the tummy, start to turn the belly and then the ribs and then the chest and finally the head to look towards the right. And just feel how the body lengthens automatically through your breath in. Relax your shoulders on your breath out. Keep the neck long, keep the head, neck and spine in the one line. And then as you inhale, think of lengthening, and the next time you exhale, slowly come back to the middle. We'll change the cross on the feet and legs. That's it. And again, you might need a slightly further distance so that your hips can be at ease. So when you're ready, right hand to left knee, left hand behind your hips, sitting up as tall as you can. And then again, using your breath, turning from the belly, letting the ribs follow, letting the chest follow, letting the head be the last part of your spine to move. Relax the shoulders down as you exhale. And then as you inhale, think more about sitting as tall as possible. So your whole spine is lengthening upwards from inside. We'll take a breath or two here. And then when you're ready, very slowly inhaling, coming back to the center, exhaling, just releasing your feet and legs, stretching them out, just give them a little tap along the floor, roll them in and outwards. So following that seated twist, we're going to continue to keep the legs crossed if that suits. We can sit with the legs extended out if that suits better. And if you really would prefer to sit on a chair, that's absolutely fine too. So we're going to look at a little bit of alternate nostril breathing. So again, I'm going to just cross my legs comfortably in front of me and sit up as tall as I can. And when we work with alternate nostril breathing or look at alternate nostril breathing, we talked a couple of weeks ago about balance and balancing all aspects of ourselves and balancing our breath. And alternate nostril breathing is a really good way to balance our breathing. So to create a hand position for this technique, you have the choice of doing it a couple of different ways. You can make a little kind of a peg shape out of your hand. So we have the tip of the thumb, ring finger and little finger coming together, and the two other fingers remaining free. And you can place those two fingers up between your eyebrows if you wish, and then the tips of the fingers coming round your nose like a little peg shape. If it suits better, you can bring the index and forefinger down into the palm of your hand and create your little peg shape that way. And again, place the skin of your fingertips onto the skin of your nose, around your nostrils, the soft part of your nostrils which flare outwards and inwards when you breathe. So you might like to close your eyes and just keep your hands in the position, keep your fingertips in the position. You might like to hold your bent elbow with your free hand just to give you some support. And when you close your eyes, just initially, can you allow your breath to flow freely through both sides of your nose? So you're just breathing normally through both sides of your nose. You might find already that your nose is a little bit blocked, but that would be quite normal. So letting the breath flow in and out through both sides of your nose. And we'll just take 3 full breaths, that's inhaling and exhaling through both sides of your nose. And then when you've taken 3 full breaths, the next time you inhale, can you visualize yourself breathing in through the left side of your nose and then just very gently close that nostril off and breathe out through the right side of your nose. Breathe in again through the right side of your nose and then close that nostril off and open the left side and breathe out again. And then just do that a second time. Breathe in through the left side of your nose, close the nostril off gently, open the right one and breathe out. And then breathe in again through your right nostril, close it, open the left one and breathe out. And let's see if you can do that now for yourself, maybe twice or 3 times more. But it's a very gentle movement of your fingertips. It's not pinching your nose tight. It's very subtle. It's very, very gentle. And therefore then it makes it a little easier on the breathing than pinching your nose tight, because pinching your nose tight or really closing it, or even some people might just stick their fingers into their nostril opening, which is just creating anxiety more than relaxation. And this breathing technique is extremely relaxing when we learn how to do it. So one more time, inhaling through the left nostril, gently close it off, open the right side, breathe out. Inhale again through the right side of your nose, close it, open the left side, breathe out. And then just very gently, when you're ready, release your fingers from your nose altogether, relax your hands down into your lap, keep your eyes closed, and let's just take 2 or 3 or 4 breaths while you sit still with your eyes closed and just focusing on stillness, restfulness, relaxation. So when you have taken 3 or 4 or 5 breaths here, we're just going to very gently transition from sitting to lying down. Now here you'll need your sweater back on or your socks back on. So just taking the time just to settle back down onto the floor, to lie down. I'm not going to lie down, I'm going to stay seated so that I can talk you through this. But you're going to lie down to relax. And when you lie down, reminding you that you have the choice of stretching the legs out fully, letting the feet roll outwards to the side, or you can stand the feet on the floor, keeping the knees together. So for example, if you are lying down, it'll be something like this, with the arms outstretched, or arms and legs outstretched into what's called Shavasana or corpse pose. So getting yourself settled, closing your eyes now when you're ready. And once you close your eyes and you allow your body to settle and you're all nicely covered up and cozy, you just allow your breath to happen. So you allow your breath to carry on as normal, no interruption, no holding your breath, just letting your breath flow freely. And once your eyes are closed and you're literally letting go of your surroundings and you're conscious of maybe sounds in the room or sounds outside, you're conscious of maybe sensations in your body. You might need to adjust your body on the ground a little bit so that you are more at ease, in which case you do that until you're totally at ease and there's no longer then any tendency to fidget or fiddle with your clothing or your hair. So finding that complete stillness in your posture, your eyes are closed, and we're just going to take a few moments just to focus on various parts of the body, just literally taking your attention there for a split second and then moving your awareness on to the next part of your body. So keeping the eyes closed, become aware of your feet, become aware of your ankles, the lower parts of your legs. Notice your knees, the upper parts of your legs, your hips, your pelvis, your waist, your rib cage to the front, the sides and the back. Notice your chest, your heart, your collarbones, the fronts of your shoulders, the backs of your shoulder blades which are flat on the floor. Be aware of your spine, from the base of your spine all the way up to the top of the back of your neck. Feel the weight of your head resting on the floor. Notice your hands, your wrists, the lower parts of your arms, your elbows, the weight of your elbows sinking into the ground. Be aware of the upper parts of your arms. Notice your armpits to the right and the left. Be aware of your shoulders, the back of your head, your arms, your legs, your hips, your pelvis, your spine. And as you exhale, consciously allow your whole body weight to sink into the floor. Each time you breathe out, feel the weight of your body sinking a little bit deeper. Keep your eyes closed. Allow your breath to continue to flow freely. So just for a moment, as you lie there, I'd like you to imagine that when you inhale the next time, that you're inhaling through the whole of the left side of your body, and you're exhaling through the whole of the right side. So inhaling through the whole of the left side of your body and exhaling through the whole of the right side. And we're going to do that 3 times more. Inhaling through the left side, exhaling through the right side, and inhaling through the left side of your body and exhaling through the right side. And once more, inhaling through the left side of your body and exhaling through the right side. And just let your breath continue to flow freely. No restrictions, no fixing, no attending to, just letting the breath happen. Imagine now the next time that you inhale, that you're inhaling through the front of your body only, and you're exhaling through the back of your body. So imagine inhaling through the front of your body only and breathing out through the back of your body and down into the floor. Inhaling through the front of your body and exhaling through the back. And again, you're going to let that happen a few times more, conscious of the weight of your body sinking down into the ground a little bit more with each exhalation. And then you might like to visualize that the next time you inhale, that you're inhaling through the topmost part of your head. And as you exhale, you're exhaling through the soles of your feet. And again, inhaling through the topmost part of your head and exhaling through the soles of your feet. And one more time now, imagine that as you inhale, you're breathing in through the topmost part of your head and you're exhaling, breathing out through the soles of your feet. And just stay with that image now in your mind, that as you inhale, the breath is traveling in from the top of your head and it's traveling out through the soles of your feet. And let's do that maybe 2 or 3 times more, that you have a real sense that every time you breathe out through the soles of your feet, that you're now having a connection or creating a connection with the ground, with the floor beneath your body. So every time you breathe out, you're breathing out through the soles of your feet and down into the ground, recreating that connection with the ground, with the earth beneath you. Lie still for a few moments more. And then when you're ready, start to become aware again of sensations in your body, the feeling of your body on the ground, your clothing on your skin, sounds in the room or outside, taste in your mouth, smell in your nostrils, images behind your closed eyes. And as your senses become alert or more alert, think of bringing small movements now back into your hands, into your feet, into your legs and your arms, and start to stretch now a little bit more actively, wriggling the toes, wriggling the fingers, continuing to move until such time as when you lie on the floor that you can bend up your knees over your chest, hug them in close, and then just do a little bit of rocking and rolling from side to side, just pressing your back gently into the floor. Roll over onto one side, use your hands to come back up to sitting and sit up in a comfortable position. And just to close our practice for today and to close our series of yoga taster sessions, just to remind you to keep your practice going if you can. To refer to our taster sessions that will be held on the site by holding it together apart. And if you need further information on yoga or yoga classes throughout the country, please do log on to www.yogatherapyireland.com. Thank you so much for taking part in this program of classes. And as we breathe in, we'll extend the arms out wide and up overhead. We'll bring the palms together into that prayer position and draw the energy down to the chest, to the heart, and just bow the head slightly forward. Namaste. Peace to you all, and hold firm in these challenging days. Thank you.